So here's the project you will be doing is we are going to make a puppet, and before we start, let me show you a little bit more. Can somebody tell me anything you can find about this lion? How about patterns? Do you find any patterns?
Just like fury patterns.
Raise your hand if you know the answer. Sarah?
I see circles.
Okay. Where?
Like in the eyes.
The eyes. So why is it pattern? Because it's repeated, right? So how about RJ?
There is some like fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good pattern. It's an organic shape, right? Anything else?
I was going to say the circle in the mind.
Circle in the eyes. How about color? How the color is used here? Pink and do you see any
Green, white, black.
right? So green is like a cool
Yellow.
color or warm color?
Cool.
Cool color, right? And pink is close to warm or cool?
Warm.
Okay, so do you think warm color and cool color put together really pops?
Yeah.
Does that explain why they have so much color? So now you can start thinking what kind of puppet do you want to put for your puppet. I'll show you what we're gonna make in a minute. And there's a most different thing. Can you tell the difference between the lion and the dragon? What's the difference, Sarah?
The people are inside the line.
Okay, that's a good observation, but sometimes actually people hold the stick, but sometimes they could be low. It still covered them though. So the biggest difference is look at those dragon. There's a big snout stick out, right? But in lion, you actually only see a giant eye, but everything is more flat compared to the dragon, right? Can you tell the difference now? So you can decide if you want to make dragon or lion. It's up to you. And I can show you how to make the snout. And here are some examples. But you can do anything. Think about the balance. So if you cut one eye, you can just fold the paper in half. Cut once, then you got two exactly same thing, right? So if you want to do something different, for instance, really focus, draw people's attention to some area of your puppet, then you can do something really stick out, and that would be your focal points of your puppet, right? So think about all this how you want. And of course, you can add a lot of patterns and choose your color. And here are some examples. What do you think this is?
The dragon.
But what's this part?
Fire.
Oh, actually the first time I saw that, I was like, is this dragon vomit? Because I couldn't think of anything. And oh, you know why though? Actually in Chinese stories, I never heard of dragon has a fire. Maybe that's why. And in the Western story, the dragon always could be like fire stick out, right?
Fire breathing.
Right. So think about, and then here are more examples. And I want you to do at least 2 pop-up features, and I'll show you some technique that you can use. And if you want to make a snout, I can also show you that. And so there are more examples. Just do anything you want. And after we finished, we're going to make a little performance with your puppet. And here are examples of some students did. So I'll play a music, and you will move. Create a movement with your puppet, and when my music stops, you have to stop. And make sure it's a teamwork. Now, do you get the idea? Okay. There's a crazy one too. Oh, just one more. Oops. Oh, there's a really good one. Oh, there what? While that runs, I'm going to give you, and you can choose whatever color you want. You can have a So if you are really shy, go ahead, just show your puppet behind the scene. But if you are really want to show up your puppet with you as a puppeteer, you can stand behind and move as your puppet moves. Does that make sense? See that froze when the music stopped, right? So, okay. So here is what we're gonna do before we start. Okay. First of all, how many of you think I can turn this piece of paper into a box? You think so? How? How? Will that work? Or should I just cut it and then glue it all together like a box? Would that be easier?
Origami.
Okay. So what do you mean by origami? Can you explain it to other people?
Folding the paper in certain ways to make objects.
Okay, but actually really simple. It just means paper folding, and that's in Japanese. So people always say origami, it's just paper folding. So I'm going to show you how to make this turn into a box. You want to find the color you like, which is going to be the face of your puppet. So make sure you find the color you really like. Okay? What color do you think I should do so you can see really clear?
Yellow.
Okay, I'll try that. Alright, so first of all, everybody get a long piece of paper like this, right? Not good. Okay, watch me. First, you're going to fold this into a hamburger. So fold in half. And make sure you match the corner. And then, eyes on me when you're ready. Good job. Awesome. So, you see an opening on the bottom, right? So I'm going to fold this into another hamburger, mini hamburger, by simply folding another half. Okay? So you see a 4 opening on the side if you hold a little corner. Really well. Awesome. So here's a really, really tricky part. Okay? I'm going to ask you to get your finger ready. Okay. And then you're going to put this on the table so you can just watch me first. And you see 2 pockets there, right? With those folds. You're going to stick your index finger all the way to the top of this pocket. Don't do it yet. Watch me. And then, if you put it on the table, it will be easier. But I'm going to hold it up so you can see. And then, you're going to use your another index finger. And you see a line here? You're going to press that down and make sure this line matches the fold underneath. Don't do it yet. And then you will fold this, press it down. Can you see okay? And then, now does it look kind of like a house?
Yeah.
Now it's your turn. Yep. Really good. And just press this. You see this line? And make sure you match that line. Okay? Good job. Awesome. And make sure your house is standing up like this. Yep. Let's wait a couple more seconds. Awesome. Show me when you're ready. And then we're going to cover those folds and turn into this, fold this back. And you see you still have another pocket, right? Do you know what you think?
Put your finger in it and then
Yep.
you push down.
You put your index finger all the way to the top and press it down. Then you really got a house or rocket, right?
I guess.
Okay. eyes on me when you're ready, so I know you're ready. Then you're going to again fold this back so you can cover all those folds and totally turn into a rocket. Right? Okay, do you need help? Oh, there we go. Okay, here's the tricky part. This rocket is way too big to fly away. We need to make it a little smaller so it'll be easier to shoot to the sky. So, I'm going to draw this here so you can see a little better. You see a shape like this, right? That's a folding line. Right? And then you're going to fold this back into half. But don't do it yet. So you will match this corner into the folding line in the center. So you will fold this. Watch me, please. And then same thing with the other side. There you go. Now we got this funky shape. As long as you're ready, you can put this side down and flip over, do the same thing to the other side. Are you ready? Now you really got a little rocket ready to go, right? But where's the box? So, are you ready? Okay, so you see a shape like this, right? You see this rectangular shape on the bottom of this area? Do you see that? So we're going to try to fold this thing back up. So watch me, please. So I'm going to try to fold this part back up. Okay? So flip over, do the same thing to the other side. Try to fold this rectangular up. So now you have a perfect shape like this. Very good. You are so talented. Okay. And now, here's the little trick. You have two options to close the thing. You see now if I let my finger go, this thing kind of hanging, right? It's not attached, right? So there's two ways for you to attach. Either, you see there's two little lips in there. So you're going to fold this into this little triangle pocket. Can you see it? You're going to fold this part into this triangle pocket. Okay? So like that. Or, I'm going to do this. You don't have to do this. You can choose. Or you can torn it in half and fold this whole thing in this triangle pocket. Okay? So you can do either that way or this way. It's up to you. If you want to have a nice rectangular shape, you can just do it, fold it inside. But if you don't mind to turn into like a little triangle shape, then you can torn it. Okay. Now if you're ready, I need to borrow your fist. Ready? Okay. Then you're going to flip this rocket upside down and make sure this pointy side laying on your table. And then open your fist. I don't see fist. I want to see your fist. Where's your fist? Very nice. And you're going to press this all the way in, punch in, and press down. Okay? So here's your box. Okay. Nice job, RJ. Nice job, Allison. You are really close. That's okay.